IceBox Studios. It's the Sportscast with your host, the sports guru and BudKnocker. Call the show at 818-435-8423 and follow the show on Twitter at Sportscast_THN. And now it's the Sportscast.
Welcome back to the Sportscast NFL Gameday Show. 200th episode, fellas. In the IceBox Studios.
Yeah.
First show of 2015. Happy New Year to you all. Johnny bringing in the voice early. I like it.
Somebody had to do it because Bud's not here.
Bud is not here to open up. Can you believe that? 200th episode and Knocker's not here? She's got something better to do. My mother. Oh, bam!
Yes, that is
ended
true.
on that note right there.
He is doing your mother.
He is doing my mother. Somewhere in Palm Springs. Glad to have everyone back in here at IceBox Studios. Again, it's our 200th episode. We want to thank everybody over the past 3.5 years that have made this all possible. So thank you. 2015 is going to be awesome. We've got some big announcements coming up, some big things happening for the Sportscast in 2015. So stick around with us. And talking about big things, man. Big football games going on. So we'll get to all those. Last night's college football playoffs, the first ever. Pac-12 getting it done. SEC getting a little shush medicine. A little shush medicine for the SEC. So we'll talk about that. We got wildcard weekend coming up in the NFL. We've got Bonehead of the Week. You got knocked the fuck out. All the traditional favorites. Shot of the Week award coming up, sponsored by PWCI Construction. So again, you guys want to call the show today, 818-435-8423. If you're wondering about BudKnocker, he will be with us in about 10 minutes. He'll be phone-in Fridays for BudKnocker coming up today. So, again, you guys can tweet the show at sportscast_THN. Usually Knocker's on the Twitter handle. I'll handle it today. Try and be as prompt as possible as I can. So,
shit.
I mean, yeah, you don't. When do you ever do anything? You're gonna probably be looking up porn or something right now, or like those, the celebrities that had the nudie pics. That's usually like what you do when you're over there in the chair.
Only when you got the new the sports guru babe on there. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
We got Miss January. She's getting my shot of the week coming up this week.
Yeah.
So shot of the week. I've got a shit of the week as well, but we got a special guest over here.
I know we do.
We got a guy on camera that has not been seen on this show before.
Never before seen on this show.
He's the special guest over here.
What's?
Yeah, I like
you know who I was trying to look up? What's the guy you always get that you look like?
What?
Nick Swisher?
Nick Swisher. Yeah, Nick Swisher's in the house.
Oh, he does look like
Nick
Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher in the house.
I'm gonna give him that. You do look like Nick Swisher in the house right now.
Yeah, I get that a lot. No matter where I go, Nick Swisher it is.
Yeah, I would play that up a lot. I really would. I would own that if I'm going to New York, especially somewhere that he's played before. Like,
a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you look exactly like him, but
I get
you
it
could.
It's chubby cheeks.
But who is
it?
Who is this guy?
Okay, so this guy is actually my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
It's my wife's brother.
Yes.
And he was he's in town for the holidays. He's actually leaving in a couple hours.
All right.
And we got the show going on.
Yeah.
And he's very knowledgeable in his sports.
He is. We're gonna talk some gambling on tonight's show.
A lot of people bring in, big sports analysis or former players. I bring in my brother-in-law.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we were just talking. Yeah, thank you for bringing something, because at least you can't bring anything to the show.
You got it.
You are one pathetic loser.
Sorry, Johnny, but I mean, you're gonna bring another person in to give us football knowledge. I like it. I like it a lot. We were talking outside. Guy knows his stuff. So welcome to the show. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to talk some college betting. We're going to talk some NFL betting wildcard weekend, because you are a betting man. Is that correct?
I love football.
You're a degenerate like myself?
Absolutely.
Every day. Anytime.
What did you tell me to take this weekend? This past
What was your
weekend?
bet of the week?
I have no idea.
We took a parlay. We
We had a 5-team parlay.
A five-team parlay.
Johnny had
No, we took Chicago.
no. The 4
Green
o'clock
Bay.
games. In the 4 o'clock games, I had a 5-team parlay.
Okay.
Johnny had 3 games. I had 5.
Okay.
2 that he had, I was on the opposite. I tried to convince him to go with
Didn't
the
want
opposite. He
to
wouldn't.
budge.
Johnny went 0-3.
If you would have listened to the man, would you have won?
No,
because
no.
Denver,
It wouldn't have hurt. Okay.
We had
Denver
we hit 4 out of 5.
Or it
The
went
5th
over.
one was Denver under, and they ended up going over on that fumble.
Oh God, Denver's scaring me this at the end of the season too. So we're gonna talk about Denver. We'll talk about the playoffs. We got a big game for the black and yellow tomorrow, Johnny. Big game for you, Ravens Steelers. Going to be an epic battle.
You know what it is.
And we were talking about bets that we've made earlier in the season. And
Renee was here to hit that button.
yeah, Which one's that? Oh, the black and yellow. Yeah. The black and yellow. You got to actually run back and forth to do 2 jobs right now.
I'm not doing it though.
You're not. You don't feel like. You feel like kicking back on the couch, don't you? Like Knocker does.
Well, you know,
it's
I don't want to show up Renee. So
normally on Hump Day, you know, we got to work the next day. Now it's not Hump Day. It's Friday.
Nope.
So this could get pretty crazy. Hey,
who's drinking with me?
Also.
It's happy hour, right?
You guys can call the show today, 818-435-8423. Love to hear from you again. First show of 2015 on a special Friday night for you guys. Coming up just a little bit, we're going to talk with Knocker. First of all, though, how was the New Year's, Johnny? I've actually been by myself. I know I'm Oh, we already?
I think it might be.
Oh, it's already BudKnocker. Is Knocker in the hizzle? Knocker, are you with us? Oh, BudKnocker. BudKnocker, are you on a cell phone, BudKnocker? You know not to call from a cell phone. My goodness. It's okay. Can you call back from a landline, please? If possible, it would be fantastic. Again, we're gonna have BudKnocker on just a little bit. But as you're saying, New Year's, Johnny, my wife, Kay, I have a cabin up in Lake Arrowhead, which is close to Big Bear. Yeah. It's a little below the summit, and out here in California, if you can't believe, it's been quite cold. I know we're a bunch of pussies when it comes to cold out here, but it's actually been pretty cold.
Yeah.
It's been freezing temps. My wife has literally been stuck in Arrowhead since Monday with my daughter. She drove up there before the snow, thinking there was going to be snow, right? Cool. Go up to have fun in the snow. So Wednesday comes around. She's like, I'm getting hungry. The street looks like okay. And her dad lives up in one of these areas where they don't plow the streets. Okay?
So it has a huge fridge full of food.
Huge fridge full of food, but she wants McDonald's.
Yeah.
She wants to go to the village to get McDonald's.
Yeah, just down the street.
And I've been telling her, so is her father, do not drive because, you know, it's where it's sunny, it's fine.
Yeah.
When she gets down below the hill, it's all shaded. What happens? Her car gets stuck. So her car's been stuck at the bottom of a hill for the last 4 days.
She die already?
She's like alive, dude. She's eating things like squirrels. She's hunting. She's out there surviving. I know. No, she's staying in a mansion in the snow, basically. Okay. So she is complaining that she's stuck up there.
So she did it on purpose.
I think so. I drove up Wednesday, had to turn around because I couldn't put shades on my truck, and
you know what? That's some bullshit around here. The chains on the truck. Do you really need the chains on the truck?
They won't let you drive up the hill.
We're from New York. How many people put chains on their truck in the wintertime when we had...
Yeah, you don't see it too often.
Yeah, no, you don't see it at all.
You got like the 70s or 80s, but not...
No, not anymore, no.
The 70s or 80s.
You're right, yeah, because I can remember my grandparents
having... I remember stories about them, but I've never really seen...
Yeah, but you guys are also the ones on YouTube that come from those people sliding down the streets and banging into cars like a ping pong machine.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I just saw something
into a curb
the other day. It was called human bowling. They're doing it in one of those like rat hamster balls, you know, human size.
Yeah.
You spin in them and you go down, you know, maybe 50 feet snow tunnel and smash into bowling pins.
Really?
This rolling does it, yeah, baby.
I'll look it up.
I want to get one of those human bowling balls. Fantastic. I think I saw that actually. And they're having people try and outrun the thing too as well.
But I got to tell you, the guys were all in the mountains with T-shirts on, so I'm thinking it was here in California, not up in New York.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. So, but anyways, his wife's car's stuck at the bottom of a hill right now. Yeah. Haven't seen him since Monday. Spent New Year's by myself.
Yeah.
I called you up. I was like, Box, what are you doing, man? I got nothing to do.
Yep.
But, of course, what does the wife do as women always do? If they can't do something fun, you can't do something fun.
Yep.
I don't get it.
She's sitting there eating grapes and
She's
cheese.
sitting there by a fire in the snow in a winter wonderland.
Bottle of Dom in her hand. And she's got to have you on the phone while
she's got to have me. Well, let's FaceTime tonight, guys. Let's just FaceTime. We can't be with each other. We got to kiss on FaceTime.
Oh, my God.
This is what I had to do.
So you haven't gotten your first kiss yet?
No.
Oh, my brother-in-law's gay.
Guilty. You're throwing him out early, huh?
It's a sweater.
It's a sweater.
I thought we were going to stay away from the gay stuff. It's messed up. It's really messed up. I've been hammering him for the last...
Yes, you have. I mean, you guys showed some real brotherly love.
I've been thinking about hammering me.
What a dick.
Seriously. What a dick. All right. We'll get into some NFL in just a little bit. You guys got a shot of the week or shit of the week. Make sure you guys call us, 818-435-8423. Also, Knocker says answer the damn phone. He's trying to call in.
It's not ringing. I'm looking at it.
Knocker, he says it's not ringing right now. Call in once again. We're going to get some NFL.
He's got to call in when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, really. Johnny's doing 2 different jobs. Can you please do it when he's looking
But
into
I
it?
can't do your job and my job
what does
and
he
Renee's job
expect?
all at the same time.
Seriously, what does he expect?
I'm supposed to be doing nothing in the corner.
He wanted your job. All right, again, guys, you got to tweet the show at Sportscast_THN. There you go, Knocker. He's going to pick it up for you. Going to get some college football, man. College football yesterday was pretty crazy. BudKnocker, are you back with us?
Yeah, I am. What's up?
There you go. We finally got you on the mic. Some good phone call. I like it.
Well, this is how dedicated I am. I'm standing out in the parking lot, Bloody Mary in hand, and it's 41 degrees as I stand here talking to you. It's awesome. That's how dedicated I am.
Thank you, sir. Bringing in that Christmas spirit, New Year's. We appreciate the dedication.
Absolutely.
You also
I'm on a roll, baby.
You
I'm
are
on my Pac-12, baby.
You are also an alcoholic. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. Functioning now. Functioning. There's a difference.
Wow, winning.
Exactly. Oh man. All right, Knocker. Well, glad to have you on, man. Well, while you're out there sipping your cocktail out there in Palm Springs, we're gonna get some NFL action and talk about what just happened over this past week. Got some news headlines, some hirings and firings. So here we go from around the NFL, guys. Let's do it. Let's bring it on. Here we go, fellas. Yeah, I like that you grunt still. He's on the phone still grunting.
People are looking at him in a parking lot right now.
Yeah, really. All the gays in Palm Springs like, ooh, look at that guy grunting in the parking lot. Knocker.
I just had 3 invitations while I did that, standing in the parking lot.
Yeah, 3 drive-bys. Hey, fella. Like that.
It's pretty sad.
It's pretty good.
All right, man. What do we got?
Well, we got a lot going on in the NFL. A lot of hirings and firings here. Let me throw on some background and get into it. Here we go. Oh, did you just cut me off, Johnny? It's okay. Here we go. All right, Knocker. Hirings and firings around the NFL. This last week we knew it was going to happen. Black Monday comes and goes. But first off, Chicago Bears fire coach Mark Trestman and GM Phil Emery, basically cleaning house. I'm pretty sure Cutler's not going to be there next year. We'll see. If I'm the Bears, I want him out. I don't care what it costs. What do you think about the hiring and firings with the Bears, and what do you see the future of Chicago right now?
I just love the fact that there's some spokesman saying our 90-year-old female owner is pissed off.
Yeah.
I just love that. But no, I think they had to. I don't think they have a choice, man. This franchise is on a big spiral nosedive. And, it started with the firing of Lovie Smith. Obviously there's a reason Denver traded Cutler for Kyle Orton those many years ago. There's no way he can stay. He's alienated his team. It's just not going to happen. They need to trade whoever they can trade to get a decent quarterback and start rebuilding from the bottom up.
No, I agree with you, man. And what about Jay Cutler? And I'll go to you in just a little bit, John. Jay Cutler, you've been a huge fan of his over the last few years. I'm joking about that. You've been an absolute Cutler hater, and for good reason. Do you think this kid finds a job somewhere else? I mean, as you know, the quarterbacks are just a dime a dozen here, man. I mean, it's hard to find one that can really take you to that high tempo that you want to get to in the NFL, like a Manning, like a Andrew Luck, like a Drew Brees. I don't think Jay Cutler's ever going to get there. And if you're in a team maybe like the Bills, do you go out there and get someone like Jay Cutler?
Please, no.
No. Jay Cutler, from this point on, if he stays in the NFL, I mean, if you're a team that doesn't have a draft choice and you traded him away and you don't see yourself, getting a number 1, number 2 pick, top quarterback in the draft, then maybe you take a chance on him. But I don't see a team out there that's going to eat that salary and try and build their team around him. I see him, which is ironic, I see him as a Kyle Orton type of guy. I see him as, a backup quarterback that, if your number 1 guy gets hurt, he knows the game. He's been around long enough. And I think the humbling might help him. But I see him just as a journeyman quarterback the rest of his career. And I don't think the Bears can dump him unless they eat some of that contract.
No, I agree. I mean, John, I'll go to you. As a Buffalo fan, you're a big Buffalo Bills fan. You stated that to me before the show. Buffalo, I mean, they got the defense. They got Sammy Watkins. You put a Jay Cutler in there. I don't know.
I don't think Cutler's the answer.
No.
I don't think EJ is the answer.
EJ, man,
right now.
yeah.
I think the Bills need to go to the draft someone, let him develop.
Yeah.
Give it a few years. Cutler's not going to be the answer. There's been talk of Sanchez coming from Philly, knowing that Foles is going to take that spot back.
Right.
I just don't think that's the answer.
Even as a Bills fan, would you be happy or sad if you signed Cutler?
I really wouldn't be happy about it at all.
Sanchez.
The guy throws way too many interceptions.
Sanchez.
Get Sanchez.
Get Sanchez. All right.
Cutler's a douche, man.
Johnny's call for is Sanchez call right now. All right. I'm going to drop this on.
He likes Mark Sanchez.
Well, that's right. It's right here for you.
I like Mark Sanchez.
He said it before. Stated on this show. Next coach up here, Atlanta Falcons. This was a surprise for me. Mike Smith getting fired, man. Atlanta had total control. Could have won that game at the end. Had a home playoff game, but they blow it. Mike Smith, though, turned this organization around. Matty Ryan, again, one of those Jay Cutler guys. Andy Dalton. They're good, but they just can never get it done when it counts. Atlanta Falcons, though, getting rid of Mike Smith. What do you think about the firing of Mike Smith over there in Atlanta?
It was time to go. I mean, he got him to that championship game, and they've been steadily declining since then. You kind of allow them. It's kind of odd to do that, but with what's going on with the 49ers, and Harbaugh cut bait real fast because they could, you could see which way this thing was starting to slide after 3 fantastic years. I think Atlanta hung on to him a couple of years too long, but I think that was the owner, who I think is a great guy. I think that was the owner saying, "Hey, thank you. You took us to where we've only been once before, and I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt for a couple of years." Now, to compare Matty Ice to Jay Cutler, I don't think they're in the same boat at all. Yes, as far as success and what have you, but I think his teammates still like him and still play for him. I think the Bears have quit on Jay Cutler, and I think you give Matty Ice a little more time. But if there's a quality guy there that's going to fall in your lap, you got to start finding someone else.
Yeah, out of the jobs that are going to be available, I think Atlanta actually is probably the best destination to go.
A lot of talent.
You got a lot of talent. You got Julio Jones, Roddy White still, even though he's old, still a factor. You got Steven Jackson a little bit in the running game. Defense needs a little work, but I think a couple draft picks. Still, I think, like you said, I think Matty Ice, again, guys can rally around Matty Ice. It's kind of hard to rally around Jay Cutler, right?
You're also in a division that 7 and 9.
7 and 9, yeah, is the winner.
A
division win that's easy to win, kind of like the Colts are in right now.
Yep.
I think the Atlanta position, especially with the owners, great owner too. I think it's the best position out of the ones that are available right now as coaching goes. And a couple
I think they definitely need a running back. Steven Jackson is he's getting a little
That's your boy. That's your boy.
That's
your boy.
Shut up. I didn't want to go there, but yeah, he's right on my Vernon Davis list. But, you got Julio Jones there. You've got a suspect defense, but if they can get a running back and they can show us that defense a little bit, like you said, their division is winnable.
Yeah.
Even while they try and rebuild, they can still win that division. So, if you're a player to want to go somewhere, that's not a bad place to be.
No, I agree. Last one up here, New York Jets. We kind of knew it was going to happen. Rex Ryan, though, getting fired. GM is fired as well. Another clean house situation. Rex Ryan, though, a lot of people saying maybe he can go to TV. As we know, he's got the personality. But also could be in a coaching fix. I kind of maybe see him maybe fitting in with Chicago, that tough, rugged defense over there. I don't really see him, even though some talks are out there in Atlanta. I just think he would clash with the owner. He's too much of an ego to deal with the owner over there. But do you see, I'll go to you first, John, before I go to Knocker. Do you see Rex Ryan coaching anywhere next year? Or you see him more in the TV business?
Nah, I like the TV idea.
Yeah.
I like him as a coach. I just think he's kind of washed up in the coaching area right now. Another one they mentioned for Buffalo.
Don't want him.
It.
Yeah. It just brings too much baggage with him,
He's a good guy. Like you said, great personality. He's always good with the press, but a defensive-minded guy. And I know New York is under the spotlight. Maybe a team like Chicago could work, but I think he's done. I think he needs to be in broadcasting.
I think, he's going to go to maybe the John Gruden way because he's got that personality. He'll say what's on his mind. But also, I think maybe he could take a year off. He is a great defensive coordinator, and I think that's something that maybe it's hard for him his ego to get by. That maybe I am just a good defensive coordinator, not a good coach. There's a lot of guys like that. So, Knocker, where do you think Rex Ryan? Do you think he goes broadcasting or ends up somewhere next year?
I definitely think he needs a cleansing breath. He needs a year off. To let this humble pie set in. Maybe learn, think about what happened and what he can do better the next time around. I do not think he's done coaching. You mentioned Gruden. Well, Gruden's got his ring.
Yeah.
And Ryan doesn't. And that's something that he's young enough, and I still think he has the pedigree that somebody somewhere, depending on if he changes just a little bit of his personality, and like I say, eats a little bit of that humble pie, I still think he's a viable coach in the NFL, and I think he's going to get another chance, just like, Lovie Smith and a few of the other coaches.
That's a good point. Lastly up here in the NFL, some big news coming down today in Johnny's black and yellow world. Big news, Le'Veon Bell, who suffered, Johnny, can you throw up the video for me if you've got it? Le'Veon Bell suffering a hyperextended knee last week, Knocker. We both saw the play. Pretty brutal here. And one of the biggest, if not behind DeMarco Murray, the best running back in the NFL this year. Dynamic player, whether it's catching the football in the open field, running the ball between the tackles. Le'Veon Bell basically did it all this year. Going to be out for this Ravens game, Wild Card Weekend this weekend. This changes things quite a bit here. We'll get into our picks later in the show, but what does this do for your confidence in the Steelers? And if, like Johnny said earlier, if you're the Steelers, are you maybe holding out Le'Veon Bell, thinking that maybe we can just get by this Ravens game and make him healthier for the next round?
I've hyperextended my elbow before, so I know what he's going through. And I just wanted to let.
Oh my God!
I just know that it's it's something you're just gonna need exercise and time, and it'll heal up. So I think they're gonna hold off because Baltimore's they're not that great this year. They're lucky they made it into the playoffs.
Isn't that what we say every year about the Ravens? And they always wind up round 1 or round 2 of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey Johnny, remember when you hyperextended your neck?
What was it? Take that, Jesus. Wow, what were you doing with your neck, Johnny? What were you doing?
I was sucking dicks.
That's right.
Turn me up, please. Turn me up.
He's proud of it.
Well, all right then. Now that we've cleared that up.
Turn my phones up just a little bit, Box. You can.
No, so I think they're holding on
to Bell. Yeah, I'm kind of with Johnny here in a way, Knocker. Do you think the Steelers are holding that Le'Veon Bell, saving him for maybe the next round against the Patriots or the Broncos?
Again, I'm going to say 3 words, man. RG3.
Yeah.
The Steelers are not going to ruin their best player. He was voted MVP by that team, and they don't give that thing away in that organization. You got to earn it. You got to earn respect from your teammates. And in only his, second year, he's earned that kind of respect on that team. There's no way that they risk this guy's career to win a playoff game. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl this year, fine. They're still good. They're still the best team in that division if they're healthy. There's just no way. Now, it does take a big dimension of their game away. They're going to have to do some different things and depend on Roethlisberger and Brown and those guys to carry the load. But, the Pittsburgh offense is not a real intricate thing anyway. So, you'll be able to plug some backs in and get some useful yards out of them. But, no, they definitely do not play him. And I still think they can win this game.
John, I'm with you too. I was talking about we're going to talk spreads a little bit later on the show. This really it's affecting me though because they become one-dimensional with the Steelers as far as throwing to Antonio Brown. They're probably going to be have their ears pinned back and coming towards the quarterback because why stack the box against you're not going against Le'Veon Bell. But again, I still think that the Steelers' home advantage is huge in this game. I think if it was in Baltimore, it's a completely different story here. We'll talk about the game more, but Le'Veon Bell, again, is out this weekend against the Ravens. Last up here in the news around the NFL, Ndamukong Suh. I don't even understand how the NFL even – I don't even understand how this guy is not suspended for a game or more. As we saw the play over the weekend, Aaron Rodgers had a hurt ankle going into the game, hurt it worse during the game. And, John, you saw this, I'm sure.
Watched it.
Plain and simple. The guy stepped on it twice.
He said his foot
give me the explanation.
Frozen. He said his foot was frozen, that he could not feel that he was stepping on it. And that could be the case if you hadn't stepped on 7 other guys'
thank
legs.
you. Thank you. See, Johnny, you bring someone that's actually smart on this show. I like that.
Next year, the guys are going to be saying, I couldn't feel my hands. They were cold. That's why I was holding.
Yeah. I'm sure Ray Rice was like, I couldn't feel my hands. That's why I bitch slapped her, right? It's like, I couldn't feel my hands. I mean, come on. It's like.
I got awful carpal tunnel. I didn't mean to face mask.
I don't know. And Ndamukong Suh, $70,000. That's nothing to him. He's a millionaire. This guy needs to be suspended, not just because I'm a Cowboys fan. It's because I was playing dirty. And it's not like this guy was his first time. Say, okay, maybe we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. This is the 4th or 5th time this guy's done something like this.
If that was Brady.
Oh.
Goodell would have not let him
done.
Right?
If it's Brady or Manning, right?
God, yeah.
But it's Rodgers, so he'll still play.
Goodell sucks Brady's dick like Johnny's. You wouldn't even believe.
Wow, there's a lot of that going on today. I like it. All right, John. All right, Knock. That's been our roundup around the NFL.
You totally skipped the Bills, man. The coach quitting. No respect over there. not even on the top 6 of the news.
It wasn't on my 6 top points. It wasn't even on there.
He doesn't care about the Buffalo.
Oh, well.
Every week
Maybe
I say,
next.
let's go Buffalo.
He does.
And he doesn't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. No one does.
He's a Cowboys fan.
I'm a Cowboys fan. All right, Knocker. Before we get to break here real quick, you want to get in your college segment or you want to take a break before we get to it?
Hey, whatever you guys want to do, I can go refill my drinks. So.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go refill our drinks when we get back. Knocker, man, a huge weekend in college football yesterday. We're gonna talk about it. Maybe you've got some Pac-12 love you want to spread around the table here, and some SEC getting bitch slapped over the weekend. Knocker, you're loving it. You're a happy man today.
I'm loving every minute of that, man. I'm loving every minute of it. Yeah, we'll get to that on the other side of the break.
You're such a degenerate. We'll be back after this.
All right.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war, you can talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the first flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the first flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, be a champion, be a champion, be a champion. Walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the first flame, and the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, you can be the best, you can be a champion, hanging on your chest. You can be a champion. though there's bittersweetness in truths untold. Can't complete this until your soul's been sold. A desecration, sands of time, a consecration of body and of mind. We've begun, we're a part of the wounded. We don't know what we're dying for, but you know we're still searching for something. We don't know what you're waiting for. What are you waiting for? The price of greatness is much too high. We can't escape this until our blood runs dry. Fortune and glory, the holy grail, to end the story, hammer of final nail. We've become, we're a part of the wounded. We don't know what we're dying for.
Welcome back to the Sportscast. First show of 2015. Coming in on Twitter right now from EJOjo2. Said to the whole Sportscast team, great listening 2014. Here's to a great 2015. Rock on, guys. Well, cheers up to you, EJOjo2. On Twitter, you guys can tweet the show, Sportscast_THN. Call us live. We'd love to hear from you. 818-435-8423. Special guest in the house. We got Johnny Icebox's brother-in-law in the hizzle. Like it, some family over the holidays. Be talking some wild card weekend coming up, some spreads. I'm talking about betting, fellas, not the other spreads, okay? So don't get you up. That's what I'm talking about. You know, Knocker. You know, I told Johnny. He's like, so where's Knocker? What's he doing? I was like, yeah, he's in Palm Springs laying my mother. It's like, yeah, it's what he's doing this weekend. He's with Wendy. He's with Wendy. He's with Wendy. Gotta love Pops. He's out there. He's doing it up. All right, Knocker, we're gonna get into our Shot of the Week award.
I'll beat it up. That's all I gotta say. I'll beat it up.
He talks. That's how he talks about my mother. Yeah, can you imagine that, John? If you seriously, he's beating up my mom right now. He's Ray Ricing her.
Send me a pic.
Send me a pic. You're disgusting, man.
Why?
Johnny.
It's not my mom.
You're a disgusting,
It's your mom.
man.
Your mom gets laid.
You want a picture of his mom?
Your mom.
His mom.
You sure you don't want a picture
All right,
of
Knocker. Your mom. Oh,
Come on,
boy.
all fours. That's a picture of your mom on all fours right there.
What?
How you liking that?
You're wishing, Knocker. You're wishing. All right. Let's get you Shot of the Week award.
Oh, we're doing that right now?
Yeah, we'll do Knocker. We're gonna do Shot of the Week before you do your college roundup here. Okay. Get a little liquor. Get a little liquor in. You know, a little liquor in us before we get to the college. Man, real quick, while Johnny's getting the shots rounded up again, Shot of the Week and Shit of the Week brought to you by PWCI Construction. Check them out at pwconstructioninc.com. The official sponsor of Shot and Shit of the Week award. They have been and always will be. Sonny Marshall, we love you for all the support with the show. And again, guys, if you want something good to chase back with your shot, check out Fireman's Brew, the official beer sponsor of the Sportscast. Firemansbrew.com, guys. Check out all their locations. They're in Ralph's, Vaughn's, anywhere basically you can buy beer in Staples Center. So check them out today. We love them. Support the firefighters out there. Firemansbrew.com, the menage a trois of beers. So check them out today. All right, guys. All right, let's get you Shot of the Week. Knocker, I'll get to you first there, buddy, since you're on the phone. Again, Knocker's phone in Friday today for our 200th show. Knocker, what do you got for shot? You got a shit first. Let's get your. Do you have a shit real quick, or do you got a shot?
Shit first.
Shit first? Okay, let me give this real quick.
Merry Christmas! Shitter was full!
Okay, what do you got for me today?
My shit of the week goes to the SEC!
Yeah! Oh, Knocker, you're loving it. I could feel. You're just texting me all day. You're tweeting.
I've been telling you people all year they're overrated. I've been telling you that.
You
all
preach it, brother. You
year.
preach it, brother. You tell
And
the choir.
The only teams in the SEC to win bowl games are Texas A&M, which had a horrible year. Arkansas, which I told you, I've been priming them all year, man. They're the most improved team in the SEC. And Tennessee today. Now, did you take Tennessee? I know you tweeted me. Did you take them?
I took Tennessee today. Yes, I did, and I took the over in the second half. Hit both of them. I was very happy about that. I didn't get on the Pittsburgh though.
Right now.
I didn't get on Pittsburgh.
8-game win streak right now. But anyway, that's my shit of the week for just shit in the bed. And you guys, your reign is done. The myth is gone. Done all over.
Okay, Knocker.
And my shot of the week.
Knocker, I'm going to give him this real quick. Knocker, I'm going to give him for the SEC. This is just for you.
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
It's just for you, okay? For all the SEC fans out there. That's right. What do you got out there? What do you got now? What else you got? We just lost a lot of our listeners because of your SEC rant right now. Just so you know.
You know what? They can dish it out. They got to take it. They got to eat it for a minute right there.
All right. What do you got?
7 years in a row. 7 years in a row. You had it. You were laughing at the rest of us.
Yep.
You know, the mighty always fall. Everybody that rises to the top always falls. And now it's your turn. So, you know, you're on the other side now. Just deal with it, you know. And if you got to quit listening to us because we tell the truth, then we don't need you.
Yeah, look at the Knocker coming out 2015 strong. Like it. What do you got? What do you got for your?
I'm going gangster. Like my boy Weddle says, I'm going gangster this year.
Shit,
I ain't taking shit from nobody.
All right, dog. What you got for your shot, dog?
Pac-12, baby.
Oh, of course you're gonna go Pac-12.
Wow.
Of course.
I think only one Pac-12 team has lost, and that was Arizona State. I still don't know how they gave that game away. I'm still shocked that they lost that game. But everybody else, we still got right now. UCLA is pummeling a very good Kansas State team, 31-6, early in the third quarter. The Pac-12, top to bottom, is the toughest conference in the country. And the Pac-12 South is the toughest division in the country. I don't care what anybody says. They've proven it this year. They've proven it in the bowl games. So hats off to the Pac-12. They've had a very good week.
All right, here you go, Knocker.
And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold says
Knocker.
That's right, because Knocker. It was a little delayed, but we get your point, Knocker. BudKnocker. What do you got, Johnny Icebox? Shot of the week.
Shot of the week. I think everybody knows who this is going for, and that's my Steelers. For taking the AFC North and winning the AFC North. And once again, I just wanted to reiterate a little bit of a bet that Josh and I had at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And I'll have to go back because I don't remember what the terms were. I think it was cash on that one.
There was some cash with money involved. I just don't know the amount.
But he said that there wouldn't be one team in the AFC North that would hit 10 wins. And not only do we have Pittsburgh at 11-5, but we got Cincinnati at 10-5-1 and Baltimore at 10-6. That's 3 teams right there, and 3 teams out of the AFC North.
Well, if Renee was here, he'd play that you were way off drop right now, because I was way off. And
you are one pathetic loser.
I am.
So you want to talk about what team? I'm telling you right now, one of these teams is going to be in the Super Bowl.
Okay,
it's one of these 3 teams.
You're calling AFC
from
North
the
team.
AFC North.
Someone's gonna beat the Patriots or the Broncos. That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Calling it from Johnny Ice.
It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be the Steelers.
Okay. You got a shit or
so
you good this week?
No, I don't have a shit.
No, okay. You don't have a shit?
New year. Let's come on.
Okay.
It's a new year.
John, what do you got, buddy?
My shot of the week's going to Kyle Orton retiring.
I like it. The
It's
beard.
a good shot.
Thanks
The beard.
for
Very
the
good
season.
shot.
Yep.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Couldn't be
Cheers.
happier than the place. I like that. All right.
Switching quarterbacks is something a Buffalo Bills fan is used to.
It's used to, right? Yeah. You're normally shot in every year. My shit of the week is going to go to, again, brought to you by PWCI Construction.
Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
Johnny, get this picture ready. Knocker, this was the picture of the day yesterday on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it. But, you know, Alabama fans, whether it's when they lose, they don't lose with class, or they make those videos, you know, that they're just freaking out in their bedroom. But how about when you got to go to the bathroom really bad? Did you see this picture I tweeted out yesterday, Knocker, of the Alabama fan taking a piss or a crap in the bushes outside of in Louisiana out by the bowl game?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my God. Okay, there's a girl. Literally, you could if you're not watching right now, this was taken yesterday. This is not Photoshop. This is a real picture on Twitter. I've gone into the history, looked at Google Image. This is real. This is a real picture. This is a girl literally has her pants down, pooping in a bush on the side of the street. Knocker, Alabama fan. This is fantastic. You got to see it. Yeah. So my shit of the week, literally.
Redneck defecation.
Redneck defecation. You can hashtag it now.
You never shit in a bush?
Yeah. What?
No.
Wait. Whatever. Wait. Yeah. Wait. This deserves. Wait. Back that ass up real quick. What was that story?
No time. We got to get to.
No. We have plenty of time. This is the 2-hour show. I know. I want to know what you did to shit in the bushes.
I'm just saying you never taken a shit in the bushes.
Yeah, just like I never peed my pants 15
What's
times,
your
right?
shot?
Right? Same thing? Okay. My shot's going to go to
27.
What, 27? Is that how many times you peed?
37.
37.
Close.
I knew there was a 7. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
He had the 7, right? He had the 7.
Oh, my God.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
John, you just pissed excellence. You just pissed a lot of excellence that night,
gotta
right?
go right now,
Yeah, Mardi
actually.
Gras, right? You got to go right now?
Yeah.
Just don't go on the couch, okay, bro? Next, my shot of the week is going to go for Miss January, Cassie Cardell. Check her out today. NSG cover girl. She is smoking hot. Check her out today, Miss January 2015, at Cassie Cardell on Twitter. So she gets my shot of the week award. All right, guys. You have the song ready for me? You go ahead and have the song ready, Johnny. Can you get it for me? Okay. Well, as Johnny gets the shot song ready, get your shot ready. We're drinking Fireball today.
Nice prep work, Johnny. Nice prep work.
Yeah, no, he's taken to your spot. Like, he's literally in the couch, Knocker, laying back like what you do. You know, he's just chilling. He's chilling like a villain.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's chilling like a villain. Johnny, can you find it for me? Or should we just take it without it? No, that's not. That's a regular gunshot. No, that's not the shot song. I know, Knocker. That's what I'm dealing with right now. All right, Johnny. Well, let's just do shot of the week. Forget it. We won't do the shot song.
Well, no, wait. Hang on. Keep dragging it out.
Keep trying to talk while I'm stalling. Okay.
Pick something else that you can take a shot for.
Okay, I'll also take a shot for the Oregon Ducks for laying the smack down yesterday. No, that's not the song. No, that's not it either.
Wow.
You're a douche.
Major fail, Johnny.
Johnny's just clicking sounds right now. Okay,
Wow.
Box, let's just take a shot. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Yeah, that's how everyone's listening right now. It's crickets right now because you've stalled for so long. You've really killed the momentum of the Shot of the Week award right now.
Ready?
Yeah.
Shots.
All right.
I think Johnny did a few shots before we got
Yeah, I think hang on, Johnny's going to the bathroom right now, so everyone just let him finish. You're like League of Their Own Tom Hanks right now, dude. You're like on some kind of a record peeing in there. Like League of Their Own. Just... Oh, there it is. All right, shots. Let's take it. What are you doing? I don't know what he's doing, Knocker. He's just playing with the keyboard right now.
I don't have a clue.
All right, here we go, Johnny. Let's take it. Johnny, stop it! You're so fucking bad right now. You totally killed the Shot of the Week award. There it is! Wow, there we go, Knocker.
You know why I didn't see it? Because it was bright green.
Oh my goodness. My God, that was fantastic.
It was highlighted.
Yeah, it was
It's
highlighted for
bright
Knocker.
green.
Is literally highlighted for him to play. So, all right, Knocker, let's get into it, man. We had a huge week of college football, bowl games going off, but most importantly, yesterday at the Rose Bowl, Oregon Ducks taking care of business yesterday, laying the smackdown to Florida State in the second half. Give me your take, man. What did you think about yesterday's games?
I thought it was fantastic. First of all, the Rose Bowl is the greatest setting for a football game on earth. You've got the mountains in the background, the oldest stadium on earth. The football field is always in absolute perfect playing condition. Unbelievable to have a game there. And Oregon finally got through, man. They finally got through the gate. They've been there a few times and, couldn't quite get there. They got there once and lost on a bizarre play to Auburn. But, they kept quiet. Everybody called them soft, and they went out there and proved that they are a physical football team. They play good defense, and they took the Florida State team that basically was the same team that won the national championship last year, although it's obvious they had a different attitude, and they pretty much owned them. They made them quit, and you know how hard it is to do to make a team of that caliber quit? Florida State quit at the end of the third quarter in that game. There was nothing left in that tank. Don't like the classless, no means no. They didn't really need to do that. But on the other hand, the classlessness of the Florida State football team, 70% of their players just walked off the field at the end of that game. You know, they're living high when they're winning, but they had no class in losing and paying their respects to a team that just beat your ass. So, you know, that was pretty classless also.
Yeah.
But Oregon, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Knocker, I was into the class list about, Florida State and the Seminoles. I mean, for a team that hasn't lost a game in about 2 years, you can't show the respect to another team that went out in a hard-fought game on a big stage and show that. I'm glad that, you know what, Jameis Winston at least, went out there and showed, at least the captain of the team, hey, we got class. I can go ahead and shake your hand. Good game. Let's move on. But at the same time, Knocker, we've all been in competition. We've all played sports before. I can see the other side of the table like, I don't want nothing to do with the other team after I get my ass kicked. I really don't want – I got nothing to say to you, but at the same time, you got to be sports about it, man. It is a game when it comes down to it, and it was a classless act on part of the Seminoles.
Well, you know me, Josh. Obviously I've coached you for years, and you've seen me coach your brothers and sisters and seen me coach other teams. I'm big on the respect aspect of it. Hey, man, if they beat you, they beat you.
Yeah.
But you may not like it, but show your respect. It's a game, and if they beat you and they beat you fair and square, just like in the NHL where they do the handshake, they do the lineup and the handshake. It's one of the best things in all of sports.
I agree.
The handshake at the end of a series in the NHL.
Yeah.
You need to go out there and show a little class because you don't represent you. Okay, you represent Florida State University. You represent your mom and dad. You represent the coaches. You represent everybody involved in putting that uniform on your back. And that's not how any of them, I don't think, if you ask them, would want to be represented.
No, I agree with you. Good point, Knocker. I mean, John, you got anything to add on that? Did you see that walking out? I mean, Florida State Seminoles.
By it because, and I know Jameis did go out there, but.
And you're a Jameis fan, right? We were talking before the show. You like him
on the field.
Okay.
I think he's a great football player off the field. Obviously, he has some
issues, but everyone does.
Florida State's always had some issues like that over the years.
I mean, you're in Florida. You're partying up, man. You're in college. You're gonna have some mistakes.
There's been a lot of incidents over there, but Oregon whooped their ass, and I told you I would have pulled for Florida State.
Yeah.
When they dropped down to they kept dropping down every week. And
even though they're undefeated, they're falling behind the second half and they're coming back. And
ACC is a weak division,
right?
And everybody was saying, well, they're not that good, but they haven't lost. And until, to me, 2 years undefeated, until somebody beats you, you gotta, you're still the reigning champions.
You know what the funny thing is if we didn't have this playoff system, you know who would be in the finals right now? Florida State and Alabama, the two teams that lost.
Yep.
That's thank God for this playoff system right now. Getting to that next game, Alabama, Knocker. This is something we'll talk about betting in just a little bit. And Vegas got something, man. I had Alabama -5 in the first half. I'm sitting there 21-6, and I'm thinking, okay, the blowout's on, right? Here we go. The blowout's gonna go. What does this kid, this freshman, comes in there, third-string quarterback, only second, played in the two biggest games. His first two games he started, the two biggest games he'll probably ever play in his life. He goes out, puts up numbers. He's a tank. He reminds me of, what's the guy for the Raiders that got drafted?
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell back in the day. You can't tackle this kid. He's just 6'5" beef. And the kid came out in the second half, really took it to Alabama, Knocker. I mean, were you surprised as everyone else, or you kind of thought Ohio State would put up a fight in this one, didn't you?
I told you before the game that I was riding Ohio State. I liked the points, and you know what? The thing Ohio State had going for them is Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer is in no way, shape, or form intimidated by Nick Saban and or the SEC. You remember he won national championships at Florida. He knows SEC football. He knew how to prepare his team. Now, Nick Saban, has that reputation. You give him 3 weeks to prepare, he's going to prepare. He's going to beat you. Well, Urban Meyer's the same way. Urban had a great game plan. Urban Meyer has recruited for years, to beat an SEC team in a national championship game. He's built that team not to just win the Big Ten, but to win national championships. And he proved that he can coach his ass off. Cardell Jones, the quarterback,
right.
new quarterback, he showed me something in the first 2 series. Even though they didn't get in the end zone, he didn't screw the pooch. He dropped back and he throw the ball out of bounds. Or when he was going to get sacked, he covers the ball with both hands. He knew not to turn the damn ball over.
That's a good point, yep.
And that pretty much kept them in the game. So I'm very impressed. Ohio State is big. They're fast. You know, I had all my money on them. I won 3 different bets on them. They're going to give Oregon everything that they want. I think Oregon's going to win, but Ohio State proved, you know, that the SEC dominance is over, and you know, I'm happy. I'm not a big OSU fan, but I'm really glad that they took to Alabama and to come from behind. Even better.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think we can lay the question to rest now. Can Oregon win in that big game? Is the SEC as good? Now, we were finally figuring out, you know, we need this playoff system, and now if you look at it, TCU, I mean, they put the smash on in that game. If you're a TCU fan and the Horned Frogs right now, you're sitting there, man, and you're just wondering, man, if I had my shot, could I have taken down one of these 2 teams? And, you know, and that's why I think that the playoff system is going to go to 6 or 8 teams here real quick, because you get those top 8 teams, you can really get a good feel of who the best team is in the nation. And, you know, like I said, if we went by the old system, the 2 teams that lost would be in the finals right now. So, right, Knocker, as it goes.
Carrying on.
No, as you said, real quick, the line coming up in the game just came out today. Oregon's going to be favored by a touchdown. By 7 in the championship game. John, I'll go to you first before I go to Knocker. You're a betting man. 7 points is a lot to give up in a championship game. No matter what team you're playing with, both teams we like. Oregon's got that high rev offense. Can they keep up with it? We saw Florida State dogging it in the second half here. What do you like? What are you doing on the spread here with the championship game?
I think you got to take the points. Ohio State's got a great story. Urban Meyer's a great coach. They'll be prepared. They've got 10 days or whatever it is to get ready for it. Oregon's good. It should be a very good game, but I think at the end of the day that Ohio State defense will contain them enough to give the quarterback a chance.
Okay.
Like Bud was saying, he's smart. He doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
You know, he's not Peyton Manning out there, but he gets it done.
And Oregon's a different – I was looking at this quarterback. I mean, if you're a linebacker, you're smaller than the quarterback for Ohio State right now. I mean, this guy's
250.
Right, and Oregon's not your biggest defense. You know, they get after it. They're quick, but they're not big. And you saw this guy. This guy can tuck it and run for at least 5 yards just from his momentum alone.
Florida State shot themselves in the foot a lot yesterday with all those fumbles.
They did.
You know, the defense
maybe made Oregon look
Oregon,
a little better than maybe, you know,
no,
at
they
times.
played good, but the Oregon defense
got some breaks, obviously, in that third quarter.
Ohio State, it's not an SEC defense. You know, Jameis had a few bad plays. That freshman running back fumbled a few times. So they caused
So if you're going
problems.
to the bookie, though, you're taking the points right now in Ohio State and the points. Okay, Knocker,
Absolutely.
what are you doing with this spread?
I'm total opposite, and Johnny makes some good points, and you know it's not a bad bet. But the way I see this game going, I think Oregon's defense is good enough and quick enough. I think they're quicker than Alabama's defense. Maybe not as physical, but I think they're quicker. So, you know, Ohio State won that game getting to the edges and outrunning Alabama to the sidelines. Now, Florida State is a little more on offense, the same as Ohio State. I think Oregon, with their quickness and their depth, I think they can contain that offense enough to where it's all going to come down to is how many possessions can Oregon's offense get. If you get Oregon's offense, 8, 9, 10 possessions in a half, they're going to wear you down.
Yeah.
They're going to start sucking wind out defense, and that's just all there is to it. They've got a senior not a senior. Well, yeah, he is a senior. He's a junior, right? They got a junior quarterback who started for 3 seasons in a row, Heisman Trophy winner. Not going to do stupid things, though. They made one really stupid pass yesterday, but we'll write that one off. But Oregon is healthy. They've got all their players, all their starters. Everybody looks good. I see Oregon. The first half is going to be close. I think the first half is going to be close, but then I think they start to pull away in the second half as they get more and more possessions and they tire out that Ohio State defense.
No, I agree with you. As far as me, what I'm going to take on it, I'm actually going to probably sit on this spread for a few days. see what it does, see what the public. This thing could move up to 8, could fall down to 6,
It'll
and I
probably
think
go up a little bit.
I think it's going to move a point by the time the game goes by the time game starts. I think you're going to sit on this for a little while, see how it moves. If it drops to 6, I'm obviously on the Oregon side. If it goes up to 8, I mean, it's hard to pass up Urban Meyer and 8 points and touchdown.
I think
the
key is Ohio State's got to run Ezekiel and chew clock.
Yeah,
keep the ball
keep
away
ball
from Mariota.
control for them.
Absolutely.
Yep, keep the
same
tempo.
Way you beat
keep
the
Mariota
Broncos.
off the field, right? Keep Manning, keep Brady off the field.
That's
it's the
right.
same way you got to beat them.
And
I
they have a
agree
good
with you.
running back,
Yeah,
so pound it.
I agree with you. So Johnny, pound it just like you do the dick, right?
That's
all right,
right.
all right, Nate. Oh,
he's catching on.
I got mine in. I got mine in. Oh.
But anyway, you guys mentioned the ACC being a weak conference. You guys threw that in there. I kind of disagree. Last year they were a weak conference, very weak conference. But look what Georgia Tech did.
No, we were talking Georgia Tech earlier.
Tech.
We were. Yep.
Georgia Tech looked really good, in that game. Miami looked pretty good. Although they lost their bowl game, they looked pretty good. The reigning ACC champion, was Florida State. Virginia Tech, they won by a big margin. The ACC's coming up a little bit. It's not as bad as it was last year, although, they're not the Pac-12 and, they're not going to be, looked at as a power conference as of yet, but, no slight to them. And I'm an option guy. We ran the option offense in high school, and that Georgia Tech, they ran that thing to perfection. That option offense was absolutely run to perfection.
I agree.
And when it works, it's a thing of beauty, man. And it was marvelous to watch that thing run. I really loved watching them play that offense. And they're going to be a damn good team next year too.
Yeah, me and John were talking about earlier, before the show, just how dynamic Georgia Tech look with that offense, that triple option. Yeah. I like to see them go up against anybody with that because you know what happens is they control the ball so much on offense. Their defense is fresh every time they come out in the field, and that's why I think their defense is a little overrated. It's because they're fresh all the time.
Well, that's how you beat a team like Oregon with a fast
offense.
Yep.
They hit. I'm sorry. They hit. There's a little delay, so I'm sorry if I just
go ahead.
Sound like I'm just stepping on people, but yeah, you're absolutely right, Josh. They control that ball, and the beauty of it is they can throw out of that offense. Mm-hmm. That's what's fantastic, man. They lull you to sleep, and then they burn
throw
you
that big play
with that long pass. So they're like you said, their defense most of the time it's fresh when they come on the field. And if you're a defensive and you get a rest after 5 minutes, come back on and play some defense, you're ready to go. And that's a big deal. Good point.
Yeah. No, well, you know who got lulled to sleep? The Baylor kicker in this week's.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
You got knocked the fuck out.
A bitch kicker, bitch. Baylor bitch, knocker. Did you see this hit?
I am the what?
The Baylor hit. The Baylor kicker that got the punt blocked, or the field goal blocked by Michigan State, and then just got destroyed after it. Have you seen this play?
I did not see the hit, but I've got some words. I've got some comments on this Baylor game.
Okay, well check out check out this hit, knocker. If you know how Michigan State blocked that field goal at the end, ran it back a little bit. Check out the kicker. He gets, how you've been there before. You played football at a high level. Now you've seen when the kicker's open game, he is open game, and I mean he gets absolutely destroyed on this play.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Oh,
you got knocked the fuck out.
The guy actually tweeted, I have it on our website, check it out, thenewsportsguru.com, guys. He actually tweeted after the game, thanks for the great season, I'm still alive. Like, he tweeted that out. He knew he got blasted. But go ahead. You got something to say about this Baylor game? Because me and you, we both lost money. We had Baylor. Are you kidding me? This -3, they control the whole game, and they go, this is a Vegas backdoor bitch slap right here if I've ever seen one.
That game is everything that irritates me in the game of football. When you got a team that plays balls to the wall for 56, 55, 54 minutes, and then when it comes to crunch time, they tuck it between their legs and they play not to lose. I am so infuriated at that, and I'm also infuriated about absolute idiotic, stupid football players. Michigan State hands you the game. They throw you an interception on the 5-yard line. You run the gosh darn thing back all the way down to the 1-yard line. But what do? You reach back and you grab the tackler's face mask. and you pull it down.
Yeah.
You don't put your hand on it.
Yep.
And if you're going to
Change
straight
the whole
arm,
game.
you straight arm with an open hand or you straight arm with a fist. You do not grab the opponent. So what does he do? Instead of just putting his hand on the guy's face or on the shoulder for a straight arm, no. He takes a 15-yard penalty. So instead of winning the game, going in from the 1-yard line, now you're right back because you screw the damn pooch. Then you come down to the end of the game. You get the ball on the last possession. You're on your own 15-yard line. You're not afraid. What was the first play they ran, Josh? They ran a doggone deep post and gained 33 yards of first down from their own 15 on their last possession. You throw the ball, you get it all the way down. Now it comes down to you got to make one more first down. One more touchdown wins you the game. And what do? You call 3 pussy-ass plays. 3 pussy-ass plays on first down. You have a running back that runs out into the flat. You need to gain a first down. You need to get your kicker closer because your kicker has a bad plant leg, and he's already put one off the doggone goalpost. You don't play for a field goal from 50 yards in that situation. You throw the ball down the middle of the field. You go for the goddamn throw because you're the Baylor Bears, and you can play and you can throw the ball on anybody. But no, they don't do that. They threw a 2-yard pass onto the flat. As soon as they did that, the kicker walked on. I looked at your mom and I said, they're going to block this field goal. Michigan State's going to win this gosh darn football game and take my money with them. And what the hell happened? Exactly what happened. That's what happens when you play not to lose and you don't play to win.
Because you had a bad day, you take one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around.
Knocker, you had a bad day with that game, huh?
No, I don't care. I don't bet very much. It's not the money. It's the stupidity and the way the coaches suck the balls up.
I love that you're in some Palm Springs parking lot. You're in some Palm Springs parking lot right now, just going the fuck off. If someone was walking by, like, dude, this guy's on acid or something right now. I don't know what the hell.
Are you on a Bluetooth? Because that would be even better.
John just said over here, are you on a Bluetooth right now so they don't even know if you're talking to yourself or just on the phone?
He is on his Bluetooth.
He's yelling at his Bloody Mary.
He is. He's walking around with a cocktail in his hand, talking into a Bluetooth, looking like a maniac.
A notepad in the other hand.
That's fantastic. All right, Knocker. Well, hey.
I got it, man. It drives me nuts, man. And I'm not right. There's not Baylor. Just I'll throw anywhere, anytime on the field. I don't give a shit what the situation is. I've got one of the best quarterbacks in the country, Bryce Petty. I trust my guys. I'm just going to let it loose, balls to the wall. And then when it comes down to crunch time, you don't have the balls to do it. And just man.
All right, well, Knocker, everyone's feeling you. Twitter comes in. It says from @24_7 Sports Junkie says, Knocker, tell me how you really feel.
I thought Michigan State showed some real class and real gutsiness, and Connor Cook, after throwing that interception, is what an exceptional man to have a quarterback. And Michigan State, here's to you. That's how I really feel.
All right, Knocker, that's how you really feel. And that's been your Knocker rant of the week. All right, Knocker. Hey, we're going to go to break. We got winners when we come back, Knocker. We're going to talk Wild Card Weekend. We got our winners coming up. We're going to cover the spreads, over-unders. We're not talking about Johnny's ladies spreads here. We're going to be talking about spreads in football, as Johnny does back in the alleys. Spread those legs, Johnny. You ready? Open that mouth up, Johnny. Is that neck sore a little bit, Johnny? Are your balls a little black and yellow, Johnny? We're talking spreads when we come back. Spreads, people!
That's something.
back to the Sportscast. Live from the IceBox Studios here. First show 2015. Want to thank all the fans, listeners, sponsors, JuicyWhip.com. Official horchata sponsor of the Sportscast. Check them out, JuicyWhip.com today. Islands Restaurants. Johnny, we got a dilemma to figure out after the show between me and you, Knocker. We have 3 winners for the $200 Visa and the Pigskin Pick'em.
Whoa.
Yeah, we have 3 winners, Knocker, so we're going to have to decide what we're going to do here with the winners of the Pick'ems League. As far as our $200 Visa goes, we might have a playoff system. Well, we'll decide after, because I know we've had a couple people email us about what's going to go on with that. So we'll decide this weekend. We'll have an answer for you by next show what we're going to do as far as the Pigskin Pick. I want to thank everybody for that participated. We had a great turnout this year. Islands Restaurants, thank you for sponsoring. Islands Burgers, guys. We had an event earlier in 2014 there. They have fantastic food. Get their Big Wave Burger today at Islands Restaurants on Twitter. Thank you very much for sponsoring. $200 Visa coming your way to the winners, so we'll decide this weekend. Knocker, guess who is the new you're going to dance with me on this one. I want you to dance in the parking lot in Palm Springs like a gay man to this song. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Just let it loose, Knocker. Just let it loose with your cocktail right now. Get those men in the short shorts. Just keep it rocking right now. You know you're getting hit on right now.
The things I won't do for the show.
Exactly. You need to, after you're done, you need to have Wendy film you dancing in the parking lot to that song, okay? Oh, but Knocker, hey, Knocker, the trophy returns from Australia after 2 years, and I'm taking home the championship. I won the Sportscast Fantasy Football League this year, buddy.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And you know what everyone's thinking right now?
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
No one cares that I won. No one really cares. They really don't. But I did. I took down Mark 3000. So the trophy stays here at the IceBox Studios for 1 more year. Again, I want to thank everyone for participating. Going to have another great year next season. So if you guys want to get in next year, wait for the announcement. You guys can get your emails in. So, again, you want to call the show today, 818-435-8423. Tweet the show at sportscast_THN. Knocker, before we get to our picks real quick, I had one segment I wanted to bring you away. I didn't know if you heard over the weekend about the old I guess it was West Virginia, the coach that's going to get my BoneHead of the week. Did you see this assistant coach on the sidelines during the, I believe it was West Virginia and who else was it against, Knocker? I think it was Texas. Oh, it was a Texas A&M coach. The student assistant who was delivering cheap shots on the sideline to the West Virginia players. Did you see this?
Yeah, that was from Texas A&M. That was an assistant from the Texas A&M sidelines. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you check this out? This guy was giving. Yeah, he was giving like forearms and cheap shots to guys running out of bounds. You can check the videos out. Johnny's throwing them up here on a live feed on Ustream. I mean, it's ridiculous that this guy's on the sidelines. He's literally throwing blows to the other team.
I just love the fact that in this day and age, you think you can get away with that? You think
there's HD cameras.
Can see you.
Yeah, that's what you don't get.
They can see you scratch your balls. I mean, you think you're going to get away with hitting somebody in the back of the head?
Yeah, really.
I mean, it's just insanity.
I mean, they caught
Knocker.
Remember the girl? Knocker. Remember the girl in Atlanta that was after they got a first down, she grabbed like the boyfriend's junk on TV. You remember that girl? Like they caught that. They'll catch anything.
Speaking of that, did you see yesterday?
They caught the girl like Johnny's picture the other day. They caught the girl in Buffalo getting the shocker in the stands the other day.
What?
Yeah,
John was just going to bring that up right now.
No, that's not what I was
it's not you're going to bring. Okay,
it's true. They did.
Wait. In Buffalo, someone was getting the shocker.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. Remember that? My picture.
Oh yeah.
Josh, you were there.
No, but yesterday.
3 weeks ago, Johnny had it on the show.
Oh, that's right. That's
Buffalo
right.
That was the shot of the week.
What do you got? John's got something else here.
You got to find this video.
You got to find this in the Alabama-Ohio State game.
Okay.
I don't know what just happened. Alabama scored. This kid's sitting down with his head kind of down like he's depressed. The girl next to him's rubbing his head. All of a sudden, she sees herself on the big screen. She pulls her arm away, like bites her nail, looks away, like this was not her boyfriend. You gotta pull the video up, dude. It's classic.
Is it really?
Oh my God, that's not my business.
What happens
game
when
was
you get
that?
caught
What game
with
was
your
that?
side, dude?
Alabama, Ohio State last night. Yeah. Really?
Oh,
I'm surprised I don't have that video on the site. I gotta get that. Got to put that at the newsportscrew.com. Throw that up there. Well, Knocker,
that was awesome, huh, Johnny?
Yeah, that Texas A&M guy. He got suspended for the team. They kicked him off, but he gets my
Bonehead of the week.
What a dick. I mean, what a doofus over there. Just throwing blows off.
That's the Woody Hayes Memorial Award.
Yeah,
right there.
really.
He gets the Woody Hayes Memorial Award.
I agree. All right, Knocker.
Tell me you know what I'm talking about. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Hello?
no one does.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
No one knows, Knocker.
Woody Hayes. Come on. Woody Hayes lost his job.
Okay.
Woody Hayes
Oh, here we
one
go.
of the most famous coaches in the history of college football. He lost his job in a Citrus Bowl against Clemson when Charlie Bauman intercepted a pass at the end of the game, and Woody Hayes was so frustrated that he punched him on the sidelines. He punched one of Clemson's players on the sidelines and ended up losing his job.
Here we go.
Over this, man. It was awesome. You got to look that up.
All right, we'll look it up. All right, and also look up. I want to see this video of this chick doing that in the stands. Johnny, you gonna pull that up?
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
Johnny, you can throw that on Twitter. Just follow Johnny at Johnny Icebox on Twitter as well. All right, guys, let's get into it. We got our winners. Everyone's been waiting all show. Here we go. Wild Card Weekend. I love he's grunting in a parking lot somewhere. Love it. Palm Springs, baby. Wild Card Weekend is here, baby. The greatest month in football. As the Hooters commercial says with Gruden on there. He's just so lucky. Gruden, I mean, really, he's got the best gig ever.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back.
Up.
If you're Gruden, why? If you're
No
making
stress.
millions a year to be on TV once a week, you get to fly wherever you want.
Got it.
I mean, my God, you got your ring and you just sit there. All right, guys, Wild Card
That is a
Weekend,
great
though.
commercial, though. That is a great commercial. Does girls in shorts and girls in tank tops serving you your dinner make football better?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Much, much better. All right, Knocker. Johnny, can you throw in some background here as we go through? All right, Knocker, we're going to get to our Wild Card Weekend. We got 2 games tomorrow on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. Here we go. Let's cover the first one. I cannot believe the Panthers, after not winning the game for almost 2 months, are hosting a playoff game. But here we go.
Cardinals versus Panthers.
Cardinals versus Panthers coming up this week in our first game of Wild Card Weekend, Knocker. Earlier this year, Cam Newton's first game as a pro was in Arizona in 2011. Arizona won 28-21, but Newton threw for 422 yards in that game and 2 TDs while rushing for 1. Cardinals beat the Panthers 22-6 in 2013. Newton threw 3 interceptions in that game. The line right now as it sits is around 4.5, depending on what book you can get. I'm going to go with your prediction first here, Knocker. What do you got here? Arizona, Carolina, at 1:35 on ESPN. What do you got?
I think it's just very, very sad that one of the best teams in football has to go into this with their third-string quarterback.
Knocker, wait. Before you even say that, you can't say the Arizona Cardinals are one of the best teams in football, okay? They don't have a quarterback.
No. I said if they had their quarterback. If they have Carson Palmer back there, they're one of the best teams in football.
Right, I agree. I agree.
When he went down, right?
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree with you on that statement. But right now, they are probably the worst.
My point was that, they're one of the best teams in football, but, obviously they're not now because they're down to their third-string quarterback. And I think it's just sad that they're put in this situation, and they're going into a team that's hot. They're going into a team that's going to put some points up on the board, and the only reason Arizona's going to lose this game is because they're not going to be able to score more than 14 points.
Yep, I agree.
Carolina's going to win this game only because Arizona cannot score points.
Well, what do you got? You're covering the spread. If you're a betting man right here, we're going to go over the spreads here. 4.5, 4 depends on where you get it, but what do you like in the spread?
Well, who's favored? Carolina?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, they cover. Uh-huh.
Who they cover? I'm going to go with you on that one. I think my prediction scores, you guys want to check out the newsportscrew.com. We have all our predictions up there. I got Carolina winning 24-17, covering the spread. I think Arizona can keep it close, John. I think they keep it close, especially with that defense. Cam Newton susceptible to the turnover at times, but Carolina, in the end, I have no confidence in Arizona's quarterback situation.
I mean, this is a shitty game.
It is. It's when you think it is. It's bad. It's a bad game.
It's unfortunate, like Bub was saying, that Arizona's in the position they are. No Andre Ellington.
Yep.
They're on a third-string quarterback.
Yep.
On
the road.
What else can you say other than they had a good season, they had some bad luck? Other than that, it's kind of a shitty game. Newton's hot right now. I think
you get those hot teams rolling into the playoffs. We've seen it before.
Carolina covers the spread. 41 points. I'm not sure if they're going to score that many. I'm looking at more like a 24-10.
No, I said 24-17.
Yeah, but that's the over.
Oh, you think over under? Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you got the score?
I'm thinking under. I'm thinking.
Look at Johnny with the over and the under.
A couple of good defenses.
What's up with you,
Arizona's,
man?
No, that's the other John. That's the other John. We got to show.
He's over there looking at dick pictures.
No,
he doesn't know what's going on.
No, Johnny.
Like someone knew what they were talking about.
Johnny.
That's my brother-in-law.
Yeah, that's his brother-in-law. Johnny's looking at you porn. Johnny's looking at porn right now.
Carry on.
No, I got that.
How you doing, John? Great analysis.
No, I think you got a couple of good defenses, but I think Carolina's playing good ball right now. And I think it's going to be low scoring, but Carolina
covers the spread. I'm going to go with Carolina covering the spread in this one. I think they win by 6 or 7 at the least. Maybe a 10 here. I like 24-17 as I predicted on the site. Johnny, you said you got the video?
20 to 10.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
You want to play it? Go ahead and play it before he gets to the next game.
You don't want to know my pick, though? Well, this is fucked up. I bring my brother-in-law, and instantly I'm replaced.
Look how much,
forgets about my pick.
Whatever Johnny takes, take the opposite.
Yeah, take the opposite.
I'm
Johnny.
taking Carolina, assholes.
We really hurt his feelings right now. We hurt his feelings.
This is dead. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see it. Okay, so this is it right now. Johnny's showing the video of this girl.
She's rubbing his head.
Rubbing his head.
Watch, as she notices she's on the screen, she's like, oh, shit.
She got caught on camera basically cheating on him. She was like rubbing his other guy's head. Johnny, thank you for that video on the spot. You guys got to watch. You guys can go back. We'll have the video up on our YouTube channel, so check it out there tomorrow. Johnny, I'm going to get your picks. Don't worry, I'm not letting you out. But he's so insightful over here. Like, he actually gives me some information.
Whatever. All he did was correct you on the fucking right over-under.
Johnny's so IceBox is so mad right now.
Instantly he's an expert.
At least he knows what an over-under is.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever. He explained it to me over the weekend.
He did. All right, next game up here, Wild Card Weekend. Johnny says right up your alley. It's going to be a huge game. Can't wait.
Ravens.
I wonder what he's taking.
Steelers.
Ravens, Steelers. Johnny, let's go to your first
Steelers!
pick. What do you got? Black and yellow. Hey,
all day, every day.
Johnny, you can't really be that confident with Le'Veon Bell out, can you? Are you still that confident?
I mean, this is the Steelers at home.
It's at home, Johnny. You got the terrible towels going.
Still, I mean, even though, we're the AFC North champs, this is still a division game, and we're still going to view it that way. This is a big playoff game. It's at night. At Heinz Field. The Steelers are taking this down, even if they got Bell out. And I think that's why they're holding out with Bell, because they want him to be, 95%.
They're so confident.
They're going to
play
confident
enough
that
they think they can beat Baltimore without Le'Veon Bell. Let's save him, get him healthy for Denver or New England.
And this is where I got to warn Pittsburgh too, is where we get a confidence, we get very cocky.
You do.
That's not very good when it comes to certain things. So
I agree.
We got to watch that cockiness. We don't have it locked up yet.
He knows about cockiness, right? He knows a lot about cockiness. A lot about cock.
Right down to the back of my throat.
I like Mark Sanchez.
Cockiness coming out of my mouth.
Oh, wow. Spewing.
Wow,
yeah.
This could be a fun thing.
Anyone ever tell you look like a penis with a little hat on?
That's right, Johnny.
All right.
All right, we got a 3-point spread.
They love you down here, Johnny. They love you down here.
They love you in Palm Springs. You need to go join Knocker.
All right. Boo, cocky.
John.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to your pick. We're going to John, the brother-in-law over here. Johnny IceBox's brother-in-law with this locks of the week here. This is from a betting man.
Yeah.
All right,
what do you got?
Steelers cover. Not because I'm a Steelers fan.
Okay.
Like this guy over here.
Okay.
The Steelers are like the Broncos. No matter who they throw in there at running back, they do well.
They're gonna have a running game,
right? They had Willie
Yeah.
Parker. They put Mendenhall in there. He was good for a couple
That's
years.
true.
Yep.
And they were trash. And they made him look good.
Whoever they throw in there is going to be good.
Good point.
I think Josh Harris is the guy they're putting in there this weekend.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know right now LeGarrette Blount's at home laughing his ass off because he left and now he's happy. I'm sure that Le'Veon Bell went down.
Yeah.
But Steelers cover. I also think it's going to be a very high-scoring game.
Okay.
Baltimore hasn't been scoring a lot the last 4 games or so, but Flacco shows up in the playoffs. Should be an over. I like in a high-scoring game, 28-21.
Okay.
I think they got Drew Archer's gonna. I mean, he's gonna be one of the main guys in there.
No, Archer. Yeah, that's right. That is one of the running backs.
I think he's going to be the backup though. I think
Drew Archer. I think it's Drew.
But I think I like your pick in the over here. I think that both these guys are gunslingers. Are going to throw the ball down the field. Especially Joe Flacco got the big arm in the playoffs. Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, probably one of the top 3 best combinations in football. He's going to be throwing. I think you know who's a big part in this game though is Heath Miller. I think he becomes a big part of this game, especially with Le'Veon Ball out.
He's been a big asset.
Yeah, you know,
especially
he has.
in all my fantasy, everything that I've done fantasy-wise. I mean, he's been a big asset. He's
he's going to force the Steelers to throw the ball more too instead of smash mouth with Le'Veon.
I agree,
so.
but that's why I think it's going to be a high-scoring game here. Clock isn't going to run as much because there's not going to be as much running in the game.
I'll have to get my Heath ready to go.
Deep throat that, man. Keep going.
Heath.
He does that a lot when we play Madden.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Wow. John,
You'll hear it. You'll hear it this Saturday.
Knocker, I'm going to go with on John's pick here. I'm going to go with a 28-24 type game here. I think it's actually a little closer, but I like him covering the spread by a point or 2. I think if it gets to 4, I don't know, but I like the 3 here. I like the 3 and the Steelers giving up 3 points and a field goal at home. Knocker, what do you got?
I like John's analysis. I think he's spot on, man. Why don't we leave John here?
Yeah, seriously. Can you fly back? Can you go back to Texas and can he stay?
Yeah, all right. Try and record it and fucking get all the audio and try and edit it and put it up onto YouTube and iTunes. Jesus.
No. I said, Johnny, you run the board and we have John on the mic.
We got Renee for that. We've already realized that I serve no purpose on the show. We've come to that conclusion. We probably came to that conclusion a couple weeks ago. The only thing I'm good on this show is for my actual picks. Yeah. Like, if you were to follow my picks, you'd be 97th percentile on ESPN.com.
And the Roethlisberger.
Correct. And I produce Roethlisbergers.
I think he's right, man. I think they plug somebody in. They call some plays that work with the running back that they have in. I think the only thing that might be an issue would be pass protection because they haven't been in there picking up blitzes, picking up
it's true.
Tricks on the defensive line. Pass protection is going to be an issue because
that's my biggest issue.
Has been kind of beat up. So that's the biggest problem with the new running back. It's not running the ball. Every running back can run the ball.
Yeah, I agree,
Can you
Knocker.
pass protect?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be the biggest issue. If they can fix that and the running backs can block, then I think Pittsburgh, they have enough offense with Heath Miller and their wide receivers to put some numbers up on this Ravens defense. But if they cannot protect Ben Roethlisberger because he's going to throw the ball more than usual, it's going to be a rough day. But I think the Steelers do have enough to get by Baltimore this week. I think they cover that 3. But again, if it goes to 4, rough deal.
Yeah, what do you think about the score? Give me a score, though, over-under. What do you think?
I'm going to give you 24-17.
Okay, give it 41. Yeah. It's a little around. Okay. What do you know what the over-under is, John, at this game?
45.
Is it 45? Okay, so Knocker's going to call a little bit of under here. I think, Knocker, you hit it right in the head, the nail right in the head.
It's 45.
Good job, Johnny.
Good job, Johnny. Thank you.
Way to jump in on that.
Oh, no.
Hey, he's special. Let him feel part of it.
Johnny came in after the fact was said, but it's okay.
The line's Pitt minus 3.5.
Jesus Christ. Get on with the point, Jeff. What are we going to turn the nail on the head?
Oh, God. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head here, Knocker. When you said, I think pass protection is going to be huge because if you're the Baltimore, I'm pinning my ears back and I'm rushing 5 or 6 every time because I'm not worried about getting burned on the run here. I'm going to put some pressure on, make Roethlisberger chuck it up, and rely on my secondary here to make some plays.
There'll definitely be some turnovers.
Yeah, there's going to be some turnovers, but I think it's going to lead to some points.
Yes.
So, all right, next game up here, we're going to Sunday. Our first game on Sunday, again, wild card weekend. Going to be another big game here. AFC style. Here we go.
Bengals versus Colts.
Bengals versus the Colts, man. You know how we hate the ginger, right? Right, Knocker? We as much as I don't hate people in general, I always say be good humans, as I say at the end of the show. But gingers cannot win cannot win football games. We've stated that before. Andy Dalton's looked horrible. I mean, horrible the last couple weeks here. And the Colts, I don't know. 4 of those wins are against Jacksonville and Tennessee. How good are the Colts right now? Real suspect, especially on the defense. Can be really one-sided. Andrew Luck can be turnover prone sometimes. Colts, though, at home in this game. Let me bring up the spread. John, do you know the spread off the top of your head?
7.
7 right now? Let me check real quick.
6, 7.
At the Colts at 4.
4?
-4.
Colts at
-4.
-4. Oh, Johnny's on it. Johnny's on it.
Let's see. Because I
Wow.
Yeah. Knocker.
Oh, wow.
Spread's
No,
-4 right now with the Colts.
3.5.
Oh, it's down to 3.5 right now with the Colts. A.J. Green, going to be a game-time decision. We saw him get hit in the arm last week, possible broken arm, but it wasn't. What's going to be real? It's going to be a big factor in this game whether A.J. Green plays. Knocker, I'll throw it to you first this time. What do you got? Spread's at -3 with the Colts, -3.5 with the Colts. What do you got in this game?
I like the Colts. I'm going with your formula.
Bet the quarterback, right?
And I'm thinking Andrew Luck is definitely going to outplay Andy Dalton.
Especially at
Cincinnati
home.
Can come out real early. So throw two touchdowns up in the first quarter. Get something like that. Get a turnover, pick 6. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. Something like that. Unless they can get out fast and get out to a big lead, that Andrew Luck is never going to be intimidated. He's never going to think he's out of it. Ask the Kansas City Chiefs. You're never going to have that game won until it hits 3 zeros on the scoreboard. Indianapolis, they're in a weak division, and what can you say? But I'm going to go with the home team, and I'm going to bet on the quarterback, and I like that 3.5. 4 is a little funny, but 3.5, I like that much better.
All right, yeah, the Colts defeated the Bengals at home earlier in October, 27-0. So, Bengals had 135 yards of total offense, but A.J. Green didn't play in that game, and he could not play in this game. So, again, I think that number at 4, like I said, Knocker, my theory. When it comes down, I can't decide in a game. I'm betting the quarterback, and I'm betting Andrew Luck in this game to at least win by about 6 or 7. I think it's close because Bengals got some defense, but at home, I can't not go with Andrew Luck, right, John?
I gotta disagree with you.
No, this is the sexy pick right now. This is the sexy pick. I'm picking the Bengals right now on the road in the dome. I like it. Give me why.
Here's the thing. Andrew Luck, love him. Great quarterback. Knows how to win. Colts will win this game. It's a Vinatieri field goal at the end.
Okay, you like that hook or that 4, right? Yeah, maybe buy it to 4.
I think A.J. Green will go. I think he's going to have to gut it out.
Playoff game, man.
I'm not sold on either one of these teams getting past this
first round, right?
Here,
Winning you're out, yeah.
They're not going to, they got no chance in the next round, I don't think.
Yeah.
Again, Luck, phenomenal quarterback, but his team he doesn't have it around him right now. They got a lot of injuries. Hilton is hamstring injuries. Reggie Wayne's just not there right now.
And Hill right now for the Bengals running game's going off right now.
So, if Dalton can just not turn the ball
maintain
over.
the game, right? Yeah.
Just hand off to Hill, make a few.
Maybe pass for 180 and a touchdown. And
that's a Colts win.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, that's a
Bengals
win. Cincinnati win. That's how they win. They're not a big flashy team.
Right.
They started off good. Defense is pretty decent, though. They're not a terrible defense.
Right.
So I think a lot of field goals here.
Give me a score.
I'm going to say 24-21 Indy.
24-21. You like that? You win by that hooks at Vegas. That everyone's going to be betting on the Colts.
Listen, you got to take Luck over the
right,
ginger,
and that's what public's loving. But I like that back door.
Yeah.
I like that. Johnny, what do you got in this one, man?
I got to go the Colts, too, even though I am kind of convinced.
He kind of sold me right now a little bit
on the Bengals,
it's hard.
Listen,
it's the Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals based on that line alone. That line tells me I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
Here's what I really hate is when Andy Dalton takes his helmet off and it's still got that orange hair.
You know what? So you're taking the Colts because he's a fucking ginger. That's right. Just like you said. All right. Hey, that's okay.
That's why me and Knocker are taking the Colts.
Wouldn't it be great if he painted those Bengal stripes on his hair?
That would be so fantastic.
And the Michael Keaton eyebrows he's got. Oh, what an ugly motherfucker. I do think that the Bengals. This is going to be a very close game. I mean, and I think it's going to come down to does Andy Dalton?
It's like a field goal.
Does Andy Dalton have a turnover?
Yeah. Does he throw that pick 6 in the fourth quarter?
Is that what happens?
Yep.
And he's known for that.
Yep. I agree.
But I'm going to go Colts in this one.
I'm going to go Colts.
You can't go against
As
Luck.
I predicted on the newsportscrew.com, I got a 27-21 score here. I like them to cover by 6 or 7, like I said before. But, hey, man, John over here, he's the man. Listen to him. I'm telling you, Bengals are the sexy pick right now.
100% right.
Sunday morning, you're going to go, you know what? I'm going with Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly. On CBS at 105. Here we go.
And then when the Colts win, you go, fuck, I should have never went with Cincinnati.
Hey, fuck that brother-in-law. What is on the show? One time I listened to him.
Said that a few times.
It's a fishy line, man. It's a fishy line.
All right, next up here, it's my boys.
Lions versus Cowboys.
Lions versus Cowboys. We talked about it earlier. I don't know how Ndamukong Suh's playing in this game. I think it adjusted the line by about half a point as far as Vegas goes. This thing opened up at -7. I think it's down to -6.5 right now. So you got -7. So you could buy it either way. You can go to 6, 6.5 to 7. We'll set it at 6.5. So we'll play it as it's a 6.5 point spread. John, I'm going to go to you first on this one. Cowboys at home earlier. The Lions beat the Cowboys in 2013, 31-30 in a thriller. There were 41 points scored in the fourth quarter. Dallas led 27-17 with 4 minutes left. Detroit had 623 yards against that defense last year. But again, Ndamukong Suh going to be back. Stafford's had some problems getting it done in the clutch. Cowboys, I'm a Cowboys fan. I never expected to be in this situation, especially missing Sean Lee. DeMarco Murray still has that broken non-carrying arm. Des Bryant's been huge last few weeks. What do you got in this game, man? This is a tough one.
This is Romo's time, man. You're talking about buying the point down. Like, sell 4 or 5. Doesn't matter.
You like it by double digits, by 10, 9, 10 in this one?
Detroit's, listen, they got a lot of talent, but Stafford does not get it done. He chokes.
Yep.
Romo finally comes through. I got the Cowboys 35-17.
Okay, I like it. I like that. I like it. Listen to his picks, guys. Listen to his picks. He knows what he's talking about. Johnny Icebox.
I mean, that's what I was going to say.
You're such a liar.
Except for, I think I was going to say 35-21.
Oh, 35. What? You're going to be controversial and take 4 more
Well,
points?
you know, just in case. Yeah, I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Knocker, I'm going to go to you because everyone knows I'm taking the Cowboys. I got a 30-20 win for the Cowboys here. High-scoring game. I think Megatron, he's hard to cover. They're going to score some points, but again, Dallas too much on defense, controlling the clock, which they'll do at times, especially with that running game. I like Dallas 30-20 here in a great game. Knocker, what do you got?
Okay. This will be the only time
Knocker,
you ever
do
hear
it.
me say this
Do it.
on the radio.
Do it.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, baby. Thank you. The first time I think in history that you've ever said that. Thank you for that, Knocker.
Sorry, I think we lost your connection.
We lost your connection.
Or we didn't hear you correctly.
I
might not have heard you
like
correctly.
the Cowboys 31-17, and I think all the problems, all the baggage that they've been carrying is gone. I think they're a good, solid football team. Detroit still just something's just not there. It's just not right, and I don't see them going in there right now with Dallas on the roll that they're on. I was very impressed with the way they went into Washington the last weekend of the season in a big rivalry game and just blew out a Redskin team that the week before had just taken out the Eagles. So I do not think the Cowboys are pretenders. I think they've really got something going on. And, who knew? Jerry Jones finally shut up and let people draft who know football. They drafted offensive linemen, and look who's got the best running game in the NFL this year. And, Tony Romo hasn't gotten his ass beat the whole damn season. He's still standing after 16 games, which is something in and of itself. I think the Cowboys have a solid team. Don't think they're going to hit the Super Bowl, but I think they win this game. 31-17.
All right, all of us going with the boys. Yeah, go ahead.
2 defensive touchdowns this week.
By the Cowboys?
Yep.
Stafford throwing some picks. Someone fumbles.
Stafford's going to throw 45 passes.
Yeah.
And they're going to be all over the place.
They'll be chucking the ball around. All right, I like it. Big call from John. All right, Knocker, hey, I'm going to let you get back to the loving with Wendy and your Palm Springs vacation, man. We appreciate you calling in for the 200th episode. Again, you are my pops, and I love you, man. Thanks for making all this happen. We got big things coming 2015, and let you get back to your vacation, buddy. We appreciate it.
Oh, man, I love you guys, too. Hey, I was talking to you, John, and, wishing everybody out there, Sportscast fans, wishing you a Happy New Year. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for letting us live the dream. This is just a fantastic thing, and I look forward to this thing every week. Keeps me young. So everybody have a great, prosperous 2015. you, son.
All right, man. We love you, bud. We'll talk to you next week. Knocker will be in studio. Again, Johnny, before you go to break here, I want to bring up something. Go ahead and get Knocker off the phone because I want to bring up something real quick. I had a question just because I have 3 men in the house here. I had now we had there's a lot of Christmas parties going on over the weekend, over the week, and one of my buddies came to me and he said, "Hey, I had this Christmas party. It was at a nice, really fancy hotel, and they had in the bathroom they had a guy that gives you the towels, or the bathroom attendant guy, or wherever they have those at. Yeah. And he didn't tip the guy, and someone gave him crap about it.
Okay.
And I told him, dude, I would never tip a guy in the bathroom. Like, I want to know, when is tipping? Like, I know this is off subject here, but I wanted to talk about you two about this. When is tipping okay? Like, if there's a dude in the bathroom, do I have to tip him? He's not doing anything for me. He's watching me pee.
No.
Do I need to pay him to watch me pee?
He's not just watching.
Johnny
you pee.
does his tipping after he taps his foot under the door. It is uncomfortable in there though, because
do you know what I'm talking about, John?
Yeah, you go in there, you take a quick piss, you just want to wipe your hands and get out of there, and
Yeah.
you
Why
feel
do I need-
like you have to tip the guy.
Okay.
Why do I don't need you to hand me a towel. I can wave my hand to the towel dispenser and get one.
It depends on how much you're gonna be peeing in there. All right. I think that's part
No,
of.
it has nothing to do. It all depends on the establishment and what they just want there to be a class.
But my friend says, like, why am I going to spend $9 to $10 a night tipping this guy out because I've got to pee 5 times during the night?
No, you don't.
I shouldn't have to do that. But he got crap
This
for it.
is how I do it. This is how I do it because I take a lot of pees. When I drink, I pee a lot. So I'm probably
that's what
in
he
there.
did, and that's what he
I'm
said.
probably in there maybe three times an hour. That's
when you're at your drinking go when you're going. Yeah, I agree with you.
You're about there 3 times.
Yeah, I peed twice during the show.
So the way you do this, you go in there once. You go in there once. You recognize the guy.
But why do I need? That's weird. Why do I need to recognize a dude in the bathroom?
Johnny tells him a joke or something, gets him to laugh, and then he just walks out.
No, you make yourself known. You make yourself known real quick. Just whether it's a good day to you or did you see the weather out there? Some way so he recognizes you. Okay. You throw $1 in there. All right. You
just came on Twitter. They said tap hashtag Johnny's glory hole. Yeah. That's what they're going right now on Twitter.
You take as many pieces of gum and mints, and you make sure that you get the lotion for the hands and the mouthwash. And you do all that when you tip your $1 when you're first in there. When you're first in there, okay? Then you go out and you continue your night. You've already tipped, right? So when you go in there a second time, okay, he comes up to you. He helps you out, all right?
He's helping you out?
Well, now he knows who you are.
Of course
he knows exactly who you are.
Well, you can't wipe your own hands. I mean,
so he hands you the thing.
Your ass.
You say, thank you very much. You tip him $1 more. $1 more.
So how many dollars have you tipped him in?
2.
And you've taken 1 pee.
That's 2. No, I've taken 2 peas.
2 peas and you've tipped him $2.
Tipped him $2.
Okay.
And then you can just go in there for the rest of the night.
So $2 is your limit on the bathroom guy.
Yeah, maybe throw 1 at the end of the night depending on how many times I've pissed. But normally at that point, if
I don't get so
if I know I'm leaving and I got like a far drive, or not that I'm driving, but that I got to go somewhere very far, then I'll go in there and he's wrapping
What
up.
Did he do for you? Why are you tipping him? Besides watching you pee and be probably a pedophile or something, what is he doing?
Well, that's why I grabbed all the free shit.
It's a dude that works in the dude's bathroom. It's a dude that works in the dude's bathroom. I
sprayed myself with the axe and I'm ready to go. So it was worth it. I mean, it's worth the $2. And I'm going in there and he's bringing me a towel every single time. If you don't bring me a towel on that second time, then he ain't getting that second $1. He's got to bring me the towel the second time.
You cheap
to
fuck.
get the $1.
Yeah,
again.
really.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Can I just tip him a 5 and get it over with for the night? Can I just drop him a 5?
Yeah, throw him a 5.
Dude, I'm gonna be back like 9 or 10 more times for the nights. Then can I just give you a 5?
You just overpaid by $3 then from me.
Because you give him the 5.
You've just overpaid $3
right away.
He's happy because this guy's giving him $1.
He's like, it's like another bro gave me $1. Cool for this guy. He's gonna remember the $5 guy rather than the guy that gave him $2 at random times.
You just tipped him $5 though, and
I'm taken care of.
I've just bought myself an extra drink.
But he just came in your rag you're washing your hands on because you gave him $1 or $2 and you haven't tipped him the last 3 times.
You can do that shit. I don't think
He'd like it.
You always
Don't
sees
listen
that.
to him.
Yeah, I rub it all over my face.
Yes, he would.
Like moisturizer.
I just wanted to know. I just want to know because my buddy Kane's like, yeah, dude, the guys gave me dirty looks because I wasn't tipping him.
I think $2, and then maybe every twice you go, maybe $1.
It's not mandatory. It's to your
So
own
would you
discretion.
say the mandatory tippers are the dude in the bathroom?
Or you look at him and you say, hey, listen,
No.
I'm not going to tip you. You should probably get a better job.
Yeah, he's not mandatory.
You want to make
at
more
all.
money,
Is he
get a better
hourly?
job.
Is he hourly or does he work off commission?
Handing people
Does he
paper
work off
towels
commission?
is not a fucking job. Tell him that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm tipping you just to move your hand from
Yeah.
2 spots.
I always felt like the establishment just let him go in there. They don't pay him because they feel bad for him.
He's just some bum off the street in a
Yeah.
suit, and he's like just
They
sitting
used
there.
to do that back
Yeah,
in
he
New York.
just makes a few bucks here and there. They
Yeah.
feel bad, so they let him go in there.
Yeah, they had this guy who rolled in his own paper towel. He used to bring his own paper towel to the club, and he'd set
Loose
up
cigarettes.
and they just let him chill out and just make his money, right?
Up there, and yeah, he'd sell pieces of gum, and he'd tip him. I mean, he was doing a service, but I mean, if he wants to make real money, I mean, get a fucking job.
Listen, you want to make him happy? Bring him a drink. Don't bring him $1.
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh,
Yeah, I think that'd be happy. If I'm in the guy's bathroom, I got to be drunk.
Bring the guy a drink.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
tip the guy. Buy him a drink. Buy the bathroom attendant a drink. If you learned something from the show today, besides our winners, bring the bathroom attendant at your high-class hotel or
He's gonna
casino
have like
a drink.
30 drinks.
Yeah,
and fucking
dude.
no money though.
And tell him the Sportscast. Tell him the Sportscast sent you.
Yeah.
Okay? You would write it up, Johnny.
Just tell him.
Yeah,
Right.
tell him Sportscast sent you. Buy your bathroom attendant a drink. I'm glad I saw that. So for my buddy, you should tip. I think $5 good for the night, right? If you know you're going to be there the whole night, tip him $5. Hey, buddy, you can watch me pee and wipe my hands all night for $5.
I think that's
buddy.
more than enough.
I think it's more than enough. So, John, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Now, if your picks were good that weekend, then maybe you give him a little
Yeah,
more.
then you give him a little more, right? Exactly. Buy him a drink at $5. You give him both, you know? Yes, we're done like Star Wars. Oh, Johnny's going through the sound effects again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. That sounded like, ooh. That sounded like New Year's the other day. Yeah. Can you find us a go out? Can you find us? No, that's thunder. You're totally wrecking the end of the show.
This is twice in one row that he's done this.
And this guy, he produces an actual like very big radio show in LA. You'd think he'd know what he's doing. On the
And this is what he's supposed to be here for.
Yeah, this is what he makes
This
his
is why
money
you
off
keep
of,
him
right?
around.
This is how he supports your sister, is doing this kind of shit that he's doing right now.
Motherfucker.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
I think he's just pushing buttons.
I think that's all he's doing here.
Like a
This man has no
girl.
dick.
Seriously.
Ain't nobody talking about me.
Can you send us out with the song so we can finish off the show?
Taps.
Everyone salute for all the fallen soldiers out there, for all of our Army, Naval Services. We're going out, Star Wars! Thank you for our 200th episode. For brother-in-law John in the chair. Sign off, John.
Thanks, guys. Had a good time. Hope these picks are good and everybody wins some money.
Yeah. For Johnny IceBox and BudKnocker. Oh, wow. You cut. Well, you cut my music. It's only 25 seconds. Okay. For 2015, for all you fans, we love you all. For the 200th episode, this is Sports Guru. It's Johnny IceBox. It's John, the guy in the chair that you've never heard before, and BudKnocker. We'll see you next week. We love you all. Be good humans.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break